Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got a good one for you. We're doing an unboxing for the fall time fishing. Got some baits that I think will be good for me and can also work for you. Stay tuned, we're going to get right into it. Alright guys, starting off in no apparent order, we're going to talk about the new one, Hog Farmer Stroll Shad. Guys, this time of the year, the bass are schooling up on bait fish, so it's key, absolutely key, to play that to your advantage by using bait fish profiles, colors, and techniques. This one being the Stroll Shad 5-inch. Just look how whippy that tail is, man. You guys down south that are still on chatterbait, this could be an excellent chatterbait trailer or mid-strolling bait. This being the Ghost Minnow color, 5-inch. I also got it in the, wait a second guys, also got it in the 4-inch. Now for me up here this time of the year, this will probably be about the biggest I'm going to go, unless I want to jump over to the bigger baits, on a gizzard shad fishery, which then I'll probably run like a 6-inch or a little bigger than that, but for that adult size bait fish. But 4-inch is really pushing it for me up here. Most of my bait fish are about 2 inches, inch, up to about 3, but I think I could still get some good bites on the 4-inch. Okay guys, same Stroll Shad, but in the Sexy Shad color, 4-inch, and I also got that in the 5-inch, in the Sexy Shad color. Another great bait to talk about, because this is a good time for topwater, if you have smaller bait fish, would be made by Dominque. That's the Yumpa. That's in the black color. Guys, I would use this in like muddy water, low, cloudy days. That black will silhouette a lot better than like your Ghost Minnow colors and things like that, so that's where this guy would come into play. Alright guys, and then another bait that's worth talking about that can be a hammer this time of the year is your spy bait. This is the Duo Realis. I believe this is the Ghost M Shad by Duo Realis. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get it up there. That was the 70. I also have it in the 62. That's your Ghost M Shad. And I like Ghost M Shad so much I bought it in the 70 again. And I have a few other colors guys, but when I got that box I kind of got a little excited before the video, put them in my tackle box, and I did not bring them out to show them. But they're bait fish oriented colors, your bluegill, your perch, your minnow colors, ghost, and also opaque colors. Because like I said, this time of the year guys, they're schooling these bait fish up, they're actively hunting them, so sticking with the bait fish colors and the bait fish profiles is essential to having good days on the water. Okay guys, another one that I got was the Berkley War Pig Jr. This time of the year, lipless comes back into play hard. This is in the bluegill color, or they call it the gilly. This is much smaller than, like, say, your Bill Lewis's rattle trap, your big war pig, red eyes. This is a downsized version, I believe it, yeah, 1/4 ounce, 2 inches. For the, for me, like I said up here, a lot of the bait fish are going to be 2 inches, inch, 3-inch. So I'm trying to stay with that profile, but maybe you're on a gizzard shad hatchery down south, or your bait fish, you have mullet or something where they're 4 inches at the smallest and bigger, go a little bigger then in that case. That would do you much better, like 5-inch, your regular sized rattle traps, things like that. Okay guys, one that I've seen and I just had to try, because again, I love BFS fishing this time of the year, and you know, my bait fish are 2 to 3 inches big right now. Is made by Bait Sanity, and this is the BFS Glide, and this is in the gobbler color. Kind of looks like a trout there. I'll try to give you a good look at it. It's only 2 inches, and I just thought, man, that looks good. It has like a red, let's see if I can get red little chin there. Guess you could say it could be a little bluegill, but you know, I gotta try it. I think this will be deadly and be able to use a glide bait and a smaller version. Okay guys, these next baits I cannot say enough about. They have caught me tons of fish, and that's the Megabass Baby Pop X. This guy is the white butterfly. He's really cool. He has like cracked paint on the top here, and then I'm going to try, I don't know if it'll work, but those eyes tend to color shift. I don't know if we can see that on the camera or not. Another deadly color is Matt Shad. Guys, this is a workhorse for me. I also got it in, I believe this is Sexy Stream. I also got it in the GG Perch. Now guys, these more bold colors, when would I use them? Well, if I know I'm on a topwater bite, and the conditions are presenting themselves well, I might go to a bolder color in clear water. They tend to get a bigger reaction. You know, bigger fish tend to react to them a little better. The other times is like low light conditions, maybe stained water, things like that, where I need to make a better appearance, you know, make a better silhouette. But for the most part, it's going to be that if they're hammering on the natural colors, I might switch over to a bold color to try to get a bigger fish bite. Okay guys, another one is the GG Deadly Black Shad. Okay, and let me just make sure I get them all here. That's Sexy Stream, we already talked about you. Oh, and then I also got PM Hawkgill. And again with those bright, flashy colors. And then I got a ghost color. This is Galaxy Smoke. More of a minnowish color. Okay guys, then to wrap this up, and this one particular for me, but also for guys that are on the bank. Another bait that's an absolute hammer this time of the year is a jerkbait. From now into winter, early spring, jerkbaits are going to be on a lot of people's boat decks and should be tied on a lot of guys that are fishing from the bank. And one that I thought I would try, and the reason I'm going to try them is because there's some lake, you know, it's getting cold. I'm not going to be stepping into the water to get into my kayak, so I'll be stuck to the bank until ice over in certain areas. So I will become one of you bank fishermen as well. You know, I grew up bank fishing, guys, so a lot of my techniques are based around the bank, but we'll also work out on the boats and kayaks. But this one here in particular, I think will work well for both boat and bank anglers, because it will go down to 1 to 2 feet diving depth. This is Megabass X70 jerkbait. It's a suspending jerkbait. This is the baby gill color. Okay, it's a ghosty color. It suspends and will only dive to, I believe it's 1 to 2 feet. Now, of course, guys, you can make it go deeper by lightening up the line. You know, thinner diameter line will make it dive deeper. But guys, if you're fishing the backs of coves and stuff where that, you know, those bass are got those bait fish schooled up, you don't want to be dredging out the bottom. You want to be able to bring that bait and suspend it just above the bottom, just above the dead grass, keeping it nice and clean and being able to work that bait properly. Okay guys, and then I have another one. This is the X80 Junior. I think this goes to 3 to 4 feet, also a diving bait, and this is in baby Kingo color. Again with the bright colors, guys, for a bigger bite. And then guys, last but not least for the unboxing, back to the X70, 1 to 2 feet diving range, suspending jerkbait, and that is the Matt Shad by Megabass. It's a suspending jerkbait. Guys, these are just some of the baits that I picked up for the fall. I plan on picking up a few more, but I wanted to share with you. Like I said, they're bait fish profile. They're, you know, your jerkbait. The jerkbaits I showed you are fairly shallow jerkbaits, so that I can work them into those backs of those coves and real shallow water, flats, wherever these bass might be getting. For instance, the bank anglers might only be able to fish those areas. You find them areas that are holding bait fish or the bass got them corralled in there. These are some options that you could use to very well just hammer the hell out of them. Am I saying, guys, that have you know, a boat and can get out in deep water? Yes, you can keep those on the deck, and yes, I think matching the hatch is most certainly going to be in your best interest. I just like downsized baits regardless of amount on my buddy's bass boat, my kayak, or the bank. You're going to get a lot more bites, but a regular size jerk bait in a little bit deeper water where you're not dredging the bottom will most certainly work, you know. But these were just some of the baits that I felt I wanted to share with you guys. So guys, if you liked the video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It just helps this video get out to more people, to share with more people, and it don't cost anything, and it helps the channel out a tremendous amount. And like always, guys, if there's a bait that I didn't show in the unboxing today that you want to share with the community, please leave it down in the comments below. Or if you just want to say hello or you have any questions, please leave it down in the comments below. I'll be sure to answer it. Alright guys, well, until next time, see you on the next one.